Good to see you guys waiting and eager, ready to go. Let me know if you can't hear me with the headphones in tonight. Cool. You start rolling those questions. I haven't been able to get into the comments as much today. Been pretty busy with work, so if you've got anything to say, let me know. How you doing, Harris? Love you too, E8MS. Off to basketball pretty soon, Harris. So pretty keen for that. How's the volume? Good, guys. All right. I'll share this a little bit. Get out there. Hello, NFA. You're the GOAT, Diguara. Thank you very much, young man. Captain Embai. That sounds great. All right. Let's get into some of these questions now. They're rolling through, hey? No, we've got Bullimore for Starling, or do I wait a week? If you can go straight, swap Bully to Starling. I think that's a great idea. No point waiting on that. He should score well straight away, Starling, and start making you cash, whereas Bully, we're not sure how many minutes he's going to play, and a little bit of an issue. So, yeah, go for that for sure. Reed to Starling, no. I think Reed's a silly trade this week. He should score, he should get a lot of tackles this week, I'd say, and score pretty well. Banking on 60 for Reedy. If he gets 50 or less again, then you could probably trade him out. But and you could bank his cash then. But other than that, hold on to that one. Love your work. Keep it up. Thank you, Sam. Zach McDougall. I'm on there to Starling. Yeah, go for it straight away. Easy. Marky, need help, Jamie. Schiller to M. Croker or Fletcher Baker. Just hold Schiller. Don't trade in one of those guys. It's a silly idea, I think, at this stage, Marky. Sammy. Hey, Jamie, I can either go Crichton to Yo or Crichton to Starling and Tuolangi to Aiken. I like the second one. Go for that. Use the double if you're getting rid of Crichton. You need two good scorers that are going to make a bit of cash too. Love it. All right. Flick with Mick. Fishing. Welcome. Captain Embai. We spoke about that. Jono, Walker, and Utoi Kamanu for Fermor and Starling. Is that Sammy Walker, I imagine? Then, yeah, I'm happy with that. But you could also hold Sammy. He's had a bit of a tough start. Obviously, a little bit better on the weekend. But if you don't think he can progress to keeper level, then you can move him on. Who do I think is going to win tonight? I've picked the Sharks just in a quite a tight tussle. 18-16 we're calling. Very similar to the score in the the Eels Sharks. I'm feeling a very similar game, and hopefully the Sharks can edge it. But it is at the home ground for the Dragons there. My roommate's cheering in the background. He's a Sharks fan, so... All right. Tyler said Dragons taking the W. There we go. Cornelian, just want to thank you for answering everyone's questions all the time. We appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hoping you're a Cronulla fan too. We at the game on the weekend, Cornelian. Evo, keep up the great work. Thank you. Luca, is Clifford for Bullymore a good shout? Had 250k in the bank. I think he's going to be decent. I don't think he's going to be a keeper though. He's had two really nice scores to start to kick off the round there. And just not exactly sure how he's going to go from here on in. He's been man of the match in those first two games, so just be aware of that if you're looking to pick him up. That's that. But yeah, he's still going to score pretty well. Stefano, CNK to May and Tedesco. What are your thoughts? Okay. Yeah. Anytime you can get Teddy in is going to be a good idea, for sure. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be a good idea. Owen, is Amone and Tuolangi good sells for Starling and Thompson? Yeah, both fine. You might get a little bit out of those guys, but how much is enough, or how much are we going to get enough to make it worthwhile? That's the issue with him there. What else we got? Plays the song with the guitar. My roommate would. I can't play guitar, unfortunately. I'd like to try. Have you not seen the guitar in my videos before? We've got Sharks all the way. We got trade Schiller to Leo or just hold off for another cheapie? Yeah, hold off. I think that's a good idea. Sharks all the way. Billy Smith to Starling. It leaves me 142 in the bank. Yeah, go for it. That's a good idea, Max. And by 80 minutes, low-key dark horse. Toby, let's go. Welcome. Aubrey, cheering on Sharks tonight. Hines for 60. Yeah, we'll take over 60. Anything there would be great. Grant to Starling. No. What's up, bro? Should I trade Bullymore or Josh King to get Max King? Go Bully to Maxi. A lot of people bring in Josh this week. Toby, you're a legend. Thank you. Sammy, do I captain Turbo this week against the Bulldogs? I think it's a good shout. He can't get 30 again, but if you've captained him in the last few weeks, do it again this week. It's against an easier opponent. But be aware the Dogs haven't let too many tries in. Jack, Jamie's daddy. Thanks, Jack. Good to have you here. Liam, hey, Jamie, loving all the content. I was wondering what you think about Tom and Bully for Nico and Aiken. Tom Trebojevic? Gee, I'd hold him, I reckon. That's all I'm going to say. EHMS, Coates and Bullymore to Starling and May. Yep, go for it. No stress at all. Tyler saying boo. What happened there? Thoughts on Bully and Utto to Starling and Thompson. Yep, no trades this week. Man to Jay King. No, don't do man. I don't think that's silly. Where's Pillman? Who is Pillman? Reed beat up my mate's son years ago. Oh, that doesn't sound nice. Sorry to hear that. Bit of training. I haven't heard that before. Yeah, that's a lot on the live stream. Is Netty Noodle, is Angus Crichton to Starling good trade and save for Cleary? Crichton could still come out and do well, guys. Just be aware of that. It doesn't exactly mean that he's going to completely struggle with him being on the bench. Just he's always has an opportunity to score well in the starting side or on the bench. If he's going to play in the mid a little bit as well, then that's going to help him also. Just be aware of that. Cook to Jack Bird and Tuolangi to Schindler. Leave 29 in the bank. I'm assuming you're trying to get Cleary in. I don't think that's a good idea to remove a gun. A centre gun, but you then is that Schneider instead of Schindler? I'm assuming. I just don't think that's a good idea. I think you can there's other ways you can get a cheapie in to bank some cash, for example, and I think that's probably not the way to do it. Utto Bullymore for Starling Tungo. Yes, good. Russell to Arthurs. You can, if you need cover, then you could do it. But other than that, I'd just hold the trade and wait till someone better comes up. Arthurs might make a bit of cash, but he's from the Warriors, and they're not going to be an amazing side. Should do well this week, though. Arthurs, Berry, those types of players. Tui to Starling, or Marnie to Starling, and then use the cash to get Cleary from Ilias. I'd just go Tui straight to Starling, to be honest, and deal with Cleary when it comes. There's every chance that he doesn't score absolutely incredible every week from ball one, so he could lose a little bit. Just be aware of that, guys. But Alea or Leo Thompson, or are these types of trades wasted during COVID ball? Via Alea to Thompson. I think it's a waste, yeah. I think if you can hold random trades, I think that's going to be good. That's why I've decided in my team to actually hold this week. I could have brought in Starling and Leo Thompson back in, but there's also every chance that you can do this every week. There's always things in this squad that you can change and you can improve, and it's probably not every week is the best idea. If I hold trades this week, maybe there's a couple of injuries next week, and I can keep one of the two or the cash cows that are actually doing half okay and making a little bit of cash, and an injury or suspension comes up and I can trade them out. For example, Matt just popped up there. I had to trade Grant. I think that's a silly idea. You never have to trade a superstar that everyone's going to want to get next week. Like, he's got COVID this week, where people are going to bring him in next week for sure. So I think that's silly. So you should be definitely holding Harry Grant. Crichton to Hines. I'm on air to Jay King. Yeah, that's fine. If you're getting rid of Crichton, then do that for sure. Okay. What do we got here? Thoughts on Tuolangi, Schneider, Bullymore. Oh, sorry. Tuolangi to Schneider, Bullymore to Starling. Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Is Sloan going to have a break? Is he going to have a breakout game tonight for fantasy, you reckon? No, I don't think so, Andrew. I don't see him being a keeper. Golden State Warriors suck. Thanks, Chaz. With Steph out, they're not going to go as good. But this is my blue shirt for basketball. We're the blue team, and we're coming first. It is C grade. Don't give me a rest, Matt. Hey, Jamie, you're going to do Jay King and Fafita in 2 weeks for Cleary and a cheapie. How's that sound? That sounds great. If you can do that, awesome. King for Rugby League Live 5. I haven't played computer games in a while. Fantasy is my computer game. Crowley's a depressed Tigers fan. That is tough. Okay. Bogan Aussie. Looks like he's from Cronulla. There you go. Matty, have an option to trade out someone, some non-scorers for Yo or Connor Watson. What would you recommend? When you say non-scorers, do you mean Harry Grant? And if you do, it's a no. Otherwise, of course, if you got cheapies, then trade him out. Like a cheapie that's not playing, trade him out for Yo, of course. Is Bully straight to Tunga any good? Also, thoughts on... All right, 1 second. Lost it again. Also, thoughts on trading Angus Crichton to Starling and banking cash for the eventual Cleary? Yeah, I think that's fine. Starling or King? Starling for sure. But realistically, when do you think the Warriors will win the comp? The New Zealand Warriors? Look, if they keep their little core together, if they keep like the Curran, yes, Johnson's not going to be there too long. Curran, Walshy, and a few of these young guns like Berry and stuff. If they, get that kind of group of guys that's going to be really consistent. Like they've obviously been a team that's been up and down for a long time. So if they can get a little bit more consistency, I think they could do it in the next sort of 5 years. But at this stage, it's a little bit of a worry for the Warriors to see if they could actually do that. That's for sure. All right, next one. We said that's Stanley or Josh King. Lodge a cheeky pod, the big dog. I'd say no to Lodge. He's come off a low score. He's got a little bit of cash to lose, unfortunately. So yeah, try not to do anything with him as of yet. I'm on it to Starling. Yep, do it. Need a wing fullback at 430. Who should I get? So in the 430 mark, who are we looking at? We're looking at obviously Stephen Crichton. There's not a lot of guys. That's why a lot of people are running with no cover in their wing fullbacks at the moment. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. There's not really many at that price point. You've got like Rocco Berry as the dual. You've got Jesse Arthurs who plays dual as well. So they're a couple of the guys that are interesting. But other than that, I'd probably leave it and just wait for someone to pop up. We've got potentially a Robert Jennings if there's an issue. Taylor May eventually in a few weeks, but not right now. Who should I prepare to trade out for Cleary? I'm trying not to prepare too much ahead. Like there's going to be suspensions, there's going to be injuries. Just wait for that, Luca, instead. Josh, who do I have an interchange? Thompson, Croker, Penasini, Coates. 2 spots available out of those. Okay. I'd personally go Penasini and then probably Thompson. Tui to McDonald and Clark to Starling for extra cash for Cleary, or hold off on trades this week. I don't really like the McDonald trade. I like the Starling one. Otherwise, you can just hold on to the extra cash. The jersey, Ben Rawson, is actually a Curry one. I have a Iguodala and also a Draymond Green. So there you go. Andrew, I traded Hughes for Tungo and Mazu because Munster back. I don't know if Hughes will get as much ball as usual. Why are you trading Hughes? Stupid. Leave him. Don't be silly. I've got money on Zach Lomax tonight. Is he scoring with Ravalawa on the outside of him? There's every chance Lomax can score, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. So just be aware of that. If you're going for try scorers, maybe just pick one try scorer only. Hey, Jamie, enjoyed your content over the last couple of seasons. You got me to the top 250 last year. Keep it up, mate. Awesomeness. Thank you very much. Hohepa, if I say that correctly. Congrats on the 250. I've only done that a couple of times, so that's awesome. Tossing up my trades. Number 1, Angus and Ilias to Starling and Tungo. Or number 2, Bully and Tui to Tungo and Leo. Ooh, I reckon just go the second one. Hey, is that the only way you can get Tungo? Let me know. That's probably the best one. You're a legend, mate. Trading Billy Smith for Thompson, have 381k left. I'd probably upgrade instead, unless you're waiting for Cleary. Otherwise, it's a bit of a wasted trade, if I'm honest. Uto and Amone for Starling and Croker. Yeah, I'd probably go Leo Thompson over Croker. I'm assuming you maybe have Thompson already. He seems to be ahead of Croker just. Need a mid forward. Who should I get? If you're talking guns, then Curran, Murray, these types of guys, Haas going to be ideal. Haas or Nico for captain. It's a bit wet in Sydney, guys. So it might be a slightly lower scoring game. Still should mean Nico should score well, but I'd say Haas is always the more safer option. For, definitely there. Tui to May. I wouldn't do the May trade yet, guys. I wouldn't bring him in at all. The night to Starling. No. New South Wales or Queensland. I'm in New South Wales. Maxi. Harry Gill. Hey, Jamie, is it not worth keeping Ponga right now with no wing fullback cover? Worried he's going to pull out again after lockout and leave me stuck. No, I think he's going to be okay. I think Ponga will be okay. He'll be back this week. There's just no point rushing them at this early stage. So he probably could have played last week. It's one of those ones, but he'll be fine. And with no limited fullback cover, just what are you going to trade him out for someone else? And you still have no wing fullback cover, just leave it. Do you think Coruscant is a gun keeper at hooker? And thoughts? Yeah, I think he's a gun, but I wouldn't be bringing him in personally. Stefano to Curran, if you can do that, mint, do it. Ilias or Smith to Thompson? Probably just hold off unless you're doing a second trade. That would be, I wouldn't do it. Joseph, Angus and Man for Starling and Burton good, saving money for Cleary and further trades. It's okay, but it seems a bit sideways to me, if I'm honest, at this stage. Hey, mate, trading Gus and Tui. Whoops, we lost it again. 1 second. It always just drops me down to the bottom of the comments, unfortunately. All right, we're back. Uto to Starling. Yep. Tui and Stefano for Starling Penasini. Yep. Russell to Leo. Yeah, but it's a bit of a luxury trade. Make a little bit of cash from Leo. These kind of trades I'll be putting in a double, is what I do. Put Thomas on interchanges and put Ilias on emergency. Yeah, probably. Had to trade Grant. No, you didn't. How do you loop? Loop, okay. The only one you can loop tonight, just say you had Tui. Let's go with that. You pop him in number 4 jersey. The only guys you can loop tonight is anyone from the Sharks or the Dragons game because the Tigers play tomorrow. So because he's the second game, he would be locked in the 4 jersey and you couldn't change things around. So the only thing you can do there is loop someone from tonight's game. So the Dragons or a Sharks player, whether that be a Ben Hunt, a Jack Bird. I'm actually putting Jack Bird in number 5, right? So I've only got the one, the player that's not playing. So Tui, for example, if Bird, just say Bird got injured in the first minute, right? You basically have a free loop. You can't really loop anyone else in this game. Like if you have Tui as your only guy, so have Bird in number 5. If Bird plays good, right, you just leave it as is, which is most likely to score something over 30, right? But if the odd chance that he got injured and he was in your starting side, you couldn't obviously take those points away. So you put him in number 5, and if he gets 45, then you just leave it. You leave Tui at number 4, and you get the number 5's points, right? And if he happens to get injured in the first minute, he gets sin binned, he gets sent off, for example, then what you would do is you could move someone into the 4 jersey. If you had a bully down there, something like that, then that's the that's what you do there for the loop. That's an easy example for tonight's game. It's obviously easier if your non-player plays later in the week, but that is all. Hope that helps. Captain Max King, good on you, Breen. That's all I like to see. A bit of guts. Get into them. Nanai to Starling or Tui to May. Love your stuff, my guy. Thank you. NZL Goated. Welcome. I wouldn't be trading Nanai to Starling. I'd be going Tui to Starling if you could. I'll probably do none of those trades if you can't. Who would you trade for feeder 4? Bro has been terrible. Andrew or David? If you got David or Andrew, keep them both. I think it's silly to trade out a gun when he's a chance of getting 80 this week. Leilua for more. Lucy, no. Just hold him. Stefano to Arrow, yep. Golden State sucks, yep. Cool. Ilias to Starling, yeah. Who did you tip tonight? I went the Sharks, Matty. Cody Walker and Stefano. Oh, Cody. Yeah, I think Cody's going to burn cash for a little bit. Hey, they've got a couple of tough weeks too. Yeah, I reckon those two are good. Good trades, Jono. That's fine. All right. Start Amone, Ilias, or Schneider. I'd be going Schneider if you can. Who's better in your opinion, Yo or Watson? Yo, play basketball at Southo if you're going to come watch. Cola for Hines. Cola. Is that Kolamatangi? If so, yes. Surely put the C on Hines. You can do that. That's a decent option too. Uto to Finucane. I said no to Finucane all week. Hold off for a few more weeks before we get Cleary. Yes, hold off. He's not playing this week, guys, so just be aware of that. I got the Sharks tip tonight. Nakora anytime. He's definitely due. How's Haas going to do against the Cowboys? Cowboys, all right. Haas is going to dominate them. 67 this week. Tui lost his spot. We don't actually know. NZ Freak, we will find out next week. Garner was naturally about to come back anyway, so it kind of worked out that he gets the head knock and Garner comes in. Traded Crichton and Tuolangi for Curran and King. Yep, that's fine. What's the theory with like people trying to go against Haas? Like he's averaging what high 60s. Do you think Curran's gonna like he has to have an amazing game to get 70, right? Like, and a lot of these guys, you go, oh, I'm going to captain Ben Hahn, I'm going to captain Turbo. Like I get Turbo has the opportunity to get 100, but he has the floor of 30, which Haas doesn't. Curran has floor games in the 30s as well, so just be aware of that. Who would you drop for feeder for? No one. Bully downgrade to Thompson is fine, or you could wait a week. Either way, it's cool. G'day, Jamie. Bully to Leo Thompson, save some cash and make some gains. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine to do. Again, if you're listening, you probably get the idea that I'm probably going to hold to. Got one trade for the round, Starling or Leo. Starling is way more important this week. Is Yo a pod? Yeah. Starting to not be, though. The Knights are Starling or Tui to. I already asked that question, guys. If you've asked the question, I'm a long way back in the stream, so try not to ask it again. Otherwise, I'll keep going over the same stuff. Trading Utto to Starling. Yep, go for it, guys. Just remember, if you, I'm hoping you watch a bunch of my videos, and if you have, then a lot of these questions have been answered. I've got the Q&A videos and stuff, so just if you can check all those before coming into this live, that would be sick. Just for weeks, so we can get a lot more questions in of questions that maybe not been asked yet. That would be cool. Gusta, Teddy, or Sexton. Wing fullback's probably better, to be honest. We don't have as much cover in the wing fullbacks. That's probably better. Manaya, that might be it. Hey, Jamie, love your videos. Welcome, thank you. By Cleary's playing. He's not playing yet. Did you hear Aiken's being released? I need to actually look into this before I go to basketball, to be fair, because I've traded to bring him in. When you say Aiken's being released, he's being released next year, so he has this whole year, right? Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but he should be fine. Wing fullback been no certainty so far this year. That's sure correct. Tui DeMay, nah. Look at his story he's posted up. He's playing. What? Is he? I don't know. Now you're all going. Now you guys are killing me. Do you lock down the small forward position in basketball? I'm a bit too small for that. I'm only 5'10" Carter, so a little bit more shooting guard or point guard. Can you shout out my mate Boothie? It's his first year at fantasy and he needs some support. Good on you, Boothie. Hope you're learning. Hope you're watching my videos and getting good. A lot of the same questions. Jesse asks my big play this week. Good luck, Rob. Who's getting Cleary this week? I don't know. Is that actually correct? I only just got home, to be fair, so I haven't read any further news, but I've heard he got ruled out with Liam Martin and also Fisher Harris. Don't really have any mid-rangers to go straight to Tungle. It's either I keep Crichton or sell him, or also if Harry Grant's having a shocker this week. Yeah, it's tough. Sorry, T. All right, let's get a couple more in. Go for another 5 minutes. Yep, happy with all the trades I'm seeing in this section. All right, what else we got? Man to Starling, no. Marnie and Bullymore to Hines and Starling, no. Angus C to Nico Hines. Yeah, it's all right. Justin Barton, hey brother, thanks for the content. If you could have your time over, who would you have in team? Any regrets so far? I've got about 5 in my team. Well, I wouldn't have traded Leo Thompson last week if I knew what was going to happen this week. A few people were interested in having Starling at the start. That would have been fun, but a very lucky pick if you just started with him and then Hodgson gets done in the first minute. What would I have done differently? I would have started with Tungo for sure. The night, obviously traded him in. I'd like to take that back last week and maybe do it this week instead. That's about it, actually. Are you a 6'10" small forward? 5'10". Pure opinion here, legend. Who do you think scores more, Leo Thompson or Walters? Leo. Walters had an awesome stint. If he gets 25 minutes again, he'll probably get 20 points. Leo has a chance to get in the 30s with 30 odd minutes. You can loop Grant. You can loop him. That's fine, yeah. All right, a few more to go. Yeah, a few people laughing at my reaction to the I had to trade Grant. Will, can you play Simply the Best? It's been a request. It's my roommate. He can't. There you go. He could play Dive for you. Ed Sheeran if you like. Who's the biggest sneaky player for round 3? Sneaky. Good question. Not all the ones we've been speaking about. Who's going to be sneaky? What have we got here? Someone give me their sneaky pick for the day. Connor Tracy. There you go. Connor Tracy to score. Payne to get a sneaky meat pie. I like that. That'd be good up top. Blake Brayley, I'm personally saying, is not the best big up. Just coming into this week. But yeah, he's definitely improved over the first few games, but will he continue that? That's the real question. All right. Thoughts on Eli Katoa? You had to start with him. You wouldn't be picking him up now for sure. Do I have to have Cleary in my team? Not yet. At some point you will. Hamlin Ueli, yeah, he was really cool as an anytime try scorer pick tonight. Definitely a value pick. And if anyone was going to have a crack at draft stars, he could be interesting in a cheap spot. Bringing in Lomax this week. You can if you like, man. Eagle Hawk Panther, thanks for being here. Love the content. Appreciate it. LeBron or Jordan? LeBron, because I watched him and he beat my Golden State Warriors a few times and obviously played against him in the finals like 5 years in a row. So that was fun. But the Jordan documentary was pretty cool. I got to learn a lot from that era, which was good. Thoughts on Watson? Yeah. Someone just asked me about Granville. I think that's a bit silly. What else we got? Last couple. Cody Ramsey due for an 80 tonight, baby. Woo! Good luck. Good luck. Tango. Who is Tango? So that's the correct pronunciation for Isaac Tago, which everyone calls it. But Tango is Tago. Zachary? And for anyone else who isn't sure, if you're still a team, is it worth reshuffling your team to get Tango? Full reshuffle, probably not. Like, he's obviously gone up a fair bit. So, yeah, you can do it. I wouldn't blow up your team for it. Who is the most annoying fantasy analyst? That's a good call. There's not many of us, so can't really say anyone's annoying at this point. And I think, are you trying to get me? You trying to get me in trouble, David? Come on, mate. Hey, Jamie. Sorry for butchering spelling. Jamie. Thanks, Jamie. Mark. Love your involvement of the TK podcast. Thoughts on bringing Tungo in? Want to wait another week. He's a must-have. Sorry, Mark. Yeah, hope that answered that for a few guys asking who is Tungo. That's how you say it properly. Who's going to be Storm dummy half? Good question. I don't actually know. No one important. Let's say that. I love your work, mate. Thank you, Matthew. Good to see you in here every week. Haas for 100 this week. Yeah, I like that. Pap to Hines. Don't trade Pap. Trade a man for Starling. I don't like you. Kidding. Love you all. What else we got? Feeder's chances of coming off this weekend. David Feeder? Yeah, definitely chance. Josh Wilkinson, yeah, fine with that. All right. Couple to go. Is it worth using a trade to go via Leia to Thompson? Nah, don't do it. Just keep, trades in hand are important, guys. Just be aware. Is CS9? There's a question about CS9. There you go. Hold on, we've got something here. Hot off the press. It's just a Tremaine Spry thing. Yeah, right. He's not. Oh, shit. Just getting some off the press news about Tremaine Spry. If anyone saw that article. What else we got? Thanks, Sam Lewis, for the love. Stefano and Maxi King. Yeah, Maxi King's a must-have, guys. Tamalolo to Sexton. That's okay. Yeah, nice snapper. Snappers. Should I keep Pap? Yep, keep him. Keep Fafita. Keep Reedy. Good work, Sammy. Hope Kurt Mann can score better. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. That's for sure. He was a very much a must-have pick for me, and he just obviously the weekend just didn't play as well. He'll get better than 30. Let's say that. Thanks, Jono, for the luck. Trade advice got 168k in the bank. Yeah, a few people. How many of you guys are building up to Nathan Cleary? Let me know. All right. What else we got? I'll read all the latest ones now. Sneaky captain, perhaps, for Anthony. How you doing, Zerinik? Sup? You're welcome, Josh. Thanks for being in here. I appreciate all you guys being in here. If you aren't subscribed yet, get around it, please. Appreciate all your support. And there's these big efforts for me getting in here before basketball. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Can you say Ashton needs to take a shower? Get in the shower, Ashton. You dirty bastard. Thoughts on Baker? Yeah, he's okay. I wouldn't worry about bringing him too quickly. If you got Victor Radley, interesting. Finucane scored 2 really good games, but don't get too excited by him. Cleary in round 5. Going to get Arrow and Burton. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't be going Burton out. I think he's gone. Building for Curran. Going to trade Mann for him or Aitken. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Could replace him for any of the wing fullback guns. I think it's smart to replace him. David Taverner. Will I grow a mullet if I win your fantasy league? I did have it pretty long before at the back, so you got a long way to go again. But yeah, I'm happy to do that. So who was that, Davey? Can you screenshot this and if you win it, I'll do it for the boys. What else you got? Anything? If I don't see any fun chat, I'm going off. All right, guys, I'm leaving the chat. Why shouldn't I captain TBJ? Could get sin binned or suspended. Can you say Trent Justino should go brush his teeth? Come on, Trent. Clean those teeth. No one wants to kiss you when you smell. Thanks for tip to captain Cody Ramsey. Good on you, Gold Key. Worried Burton will peak soon in cash and might not score as well as the Bulldogs strip off, but he's a superstar. He's so good. Do you fold or scrunch the toilet paper? I'm a folder. Thanks, Tristane. Is it Tristan or Tristane? Should I captain Jamie Brown? Of course you should, Kieran. Come on, mate. From Sydney, Zachary. Also love the guns, mate. Good on you, Matthew. Need your help. Would you rather sell Tui or Bully for Starling? Bully, because there's more cash available there. What do you do for work? I do YouTube for work. No, that'd be nice. PT, I coach cricket as well. Bit of everything. Hasta Tolman. All right, that's enough. That's a terrible question, YT. That's the end of this. Favorite place to watch, Justin? That's actually good. That's the one. Last one. Love from Ireland as well. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's do it. So, last question. Who's my favorite place to watch? Well, if you follow me close enough, you know that Pap's the man and Lomax is number 2. And then, unfortunately, watching someone like Scotty Drinkwater is nice, but he unfortunately isn't playing. So, number 3 has to be Ronaldo Mulatalo. How good is he? Unfortunately, he's out this week. Got a head knock, I believe. Is that correct, William? Oh, with the cheek, that's right. Or eye socket. Anyway, but how beautiful is young Nico Hines? I'll be watching him a fair bit at the Sharks game this year. Can I grow a Paps mullet for us? I don't even think I'd be able to. That's going to take way too long. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. 124 people finishing at the end here. Thank you so much for being here again. So we'll have an in-person watch party for the grand final. I'll have like a raffle to get a spot. That would be cool. We'll get to that come the back end of the season to a house tour. Not confident in the Cowboys. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here. Hope you have a great night. Enjoy the footy. It's going to be a close one, and go the Sharks. See ya.